Wesnoth and Rebirth now. Scenario 13 to be precise. And well, I'm already very sure that I will take at least one break for this campaign, for this scenario, because it's it's huge, and there's no turn limit. And honestly, if there was a turn limit, it would be pretty hard to keep to it. So first of all, story. They rescued the gold, then a falling Rakshas, and they found a fortress where he is holed up in and where you have to get him out of. You also have some knowledge about some dwarves coming from the other direction, so you plan on covering every 4 cardinal directions. The dwarves from the east, I think, or the dwarves from the west, Talon from the east, Crash and his Drakes from the north, and Irissa and the elves to the south. Yeah. And although you are the one attacking and he's got a huge fortress for the defense, actually it will be you turtling up in your encampment while countless numbers of enemies pour out of the fortress. Just saying. Yeah, he's surprised and he thinks he's got backup from the west, but the dwarves took care of that backup, and yeah, so he is somewhat cornered by this attack. So, and this is just a bit more, and yeah, all the one doors and stuff. So, a couple of things you have to, or you should at least know if you try this on Nightmare on this difficulty I'm playing right now. The enemies have overall, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 4,800, 6,400 gold, while your side has only something like 3,400, so only half as much or something like that. Then, another thing, if you leave the dwarves alone, they are going to fall. So, and because Hamlet's death is a loose condition, that's something you can allow. Another thing, Talon is the only one who has healers and tanky units, while on the other hand, the elves have healers, but every single unit they have is kind of fragile, so they can't, they will have a hard time standing up to greater numbers while having to hold a defensive position. And there's the Drakes, really tanky, really huge amount of damage, but no healers. So, and what I did the last time when I played this scenario was send Crash and Irissa over to the dwarves, who are tanky, have no healers, but the bad thing is they are bots. So I will use Drakes to defend here, the elves as healers and backup, and Talon will fend for himself. Well, something he can do because of the tanky units he has, and the amount of healers he has as well. So there we go. And every single one on this map has a lot of villages, like there. 120 villages on the whole map. That should be enough. So I can spend 13 until upkeep kicks in. So, and I'm going, of course, for Lords, because, well, they're as tanky as can be, but I will have to fill up with a couple of other units, because I don't have that many Lords. I might raise a couple of them during this scenario in itself, but it's gonna be in the future sometime. For now, yeah. For now I can still hold back because the enemies haven't quite arrived yet. So whoops, it's the wrong one. So I'm gonna take the Sky Drake and a couple gliders, Sky Drakes and gliders, because they are the ones who are fast enough. So those three are going with them. You can still recruit and recall over there, but I'll also leave a couple of units here just in case a few orcs move over there, so they can defend him and he can still take advantage of the villagers. And if they are getting overwhelmed, they can just flee over the mountains or over the water and be safe. So, yeah. And just strike back later on or something. So, and since I don't want to lower my damage potential much for the time when I'm down there, I just going with level 2 units mostly and the 2 loyal ones. Okay. So one of the reasons why the dwarves die is because they're so close to the enemy. Just by moving ahead, they automatically trigger the guards here, and so they have to deal with a couple of level 3 units just because. So of course that does hurt them. So I've also got the units Caesar had. So you see a couple of units I hadn't recruited last scenario. Just gonna leave a couple of them here. I can always recruit more, that's not a problem. They're just for the same reason as the drakes I recruited. Yeah, those two just gonna make for the dwarves as well. Like those anyway, elves and dwarves, or elves and what's it called? Elves and drakes together as pretty strong force, way stronger than just them, both of them at different places. Just saying. So first of all, I want for my dwarf slots to take those places where they can be attacked by 3 units at once. Something I just want to say, if I had built this encampment, I would have done it a bit differently, because for example, I could just elongate this place so only 2 units can attack at a time. Same for this one, and if I don't want to do that, at least make it so there's only one bump of this kind. So only one of them has to be in danger of being attacked by 3 units at once. So just something to consider. So what else? More dwarves, because at the end of the day they are pretty tanky. Oh, there's another dwarf slot. Totally. Did I overlook them, or did I? No, I limited myself to a number of units. So I'll raise a couple more of them. Then let's stay in positive income for now. But I've got 600 gold, so I can throw a lot of it around. Just remember, the enemy has a lot of gold to throw around as well. While I think I can live with, I guess, 400 gold losses, anything beyond that would be hard to cover up, and even that would be cut it pretty close, I think. So yeah, those guys are not for properly defending the place, but for dealing with a couple of stragglers. Like maybe those, I guess. The main force is really supposed to be move over there and save the dwarves. So one of them there. Yeah, let's... Oops. So those the hardest places are covered, and I just need to fill it out with a couple of weaker units. Or maybe not exactly weaker, but some who can also do the job. So one more turn, and then I really should throw in a bit more units. That's enough for now. And something that's important is that I try to give those places where units can be healed to living units, because that's the ones that get poisoned, while places that don't get a heal, like this, can be given to undead units. Like I only have 3, but you get it, because they can't be poisoned and they don't need immediately a healer, on at least not as immediately as living units, if I want to keep up their strength. Boom. So I think it's kind of obvious why I don't use why I don't want to show the enemy moves in this campaign, because there's way too much to show, and I don't want to sit here 10 minutes or 5 minutes to wait until their turn is over. That would be quite boring. So those are more enemies than I expected, but at least it's not a number that's difficult to deal with, especially during daytime. During daytime I can pretty much throw them around as much as I want. Okay, and always remember they can easily flee over the hills, over the mountains, and then just come back later on or join up with those down there. Yeah, this is also a problem. The enemy leader is, any leader is somewhat prone to running out and attacking enemy units. And in the case of leaders, this can mean it costs them a turn where they could just recruit instead. Like this. Okay, so close enough. Good. No need to fight them yet. Way too many enemies. So let's first of all just get every single level 3 unit I have, just for wait. Not the fugitives, because they're not quite as good as tanking, or they are not as specialized as I would like them to be. But yeah, I'm gonna get them too. Like all my level 0 units, of course, I just ignore them. And the level 1 units kinda as well. I can recruit level 1 units for cheaper than I can recall them. Yeah, and I'll take a short break, but I might actually be back before it's my turn again. Just for the record, that's the normal speed of Wesnoth. So I guess I wasn't quite fast enough, but there I am. And apparently I lost the Drake. Okay, so I clearly underestimated him. Whoops. That's not good. In that case, I think I'm just gonna run. Like, I always mix up what time of the day it's gonna be when they fight, which might be part of the reason why a unit died. Like, very likely. No, you didn't miss anything. There's not much to miss, honestly. It's just gonna be the same thing over and over again. Alright, this is units retreating first. This actually doesn't look too good. Oh, stalwarts only, I'm impressed. Like, that it's kinda cool, but... I think they overdid it a bit with the retreating part. Like, look at them. They seriously just run away and down to anything else. It's not exactly good. Because I want my leadership units to provide leadership. That's why I'm moving them around like this. Yep. So yeah, as Talon pointed out, they can just sit back and try to tire them out. And honestly, that's all they can even do. Like, they don't have any other options. At least, I think so. So yeah, since he's now in negative income, I just recruit more and more of them. Already recall. So none of them is really useful now. I could just go Berserker only, but they're not that useful. Like, if they fight one versus level 2 ranged unit, they would still lose. And that's not useful. I am just gonna get a couple more units. Don't mind me. Yeah. This is actually worse than I expected. Like, the dwarves are being just run over without providing any resistance. So yeah, and Talon is just gonna be surrounded with a huge number of enemies, and he won't be able to move out from there, ever. I think I'm gonna speed this up a little bit. It's just too many units that have to move. Ouch. So yeah, I probably should have sent an escort of riders with my Elvish leader, because right now it kind of looks like she's just gonna die before arriving, which is not good. Not good at all. Backed him up somehow. Oh no, oh no. I completely forgot the drakes I left behind. I hope none of them dies because of this. Anyway, I'm not sure if I can win the way it is right now. At the very least, melee dwarf are supposed to hold out a bit. I did it stalwarts. This is a small number of enemies, I can deal with that. Boom. There we go. Nothing like... Actually, it's the same amount of them, but they move slower. I think none of them is going to die, but they are all going to be in really bad shape. Gone. Ignore. Remove. Then get this, not this one. This one maybe? Yeah, let's get this one there, or not. Actually, too bad. I tried. I'll let Talon take the place over there. I just shouldn't forget about it. That would be bad. Nope. Boom. So the level 1 units are pretty much exclusive for daytime, because they're very likely to die after all, and once they die, I'd rather not be overrun. So for one, during the daytime they are less likely to die, and for two, they are they are right, if they die, I can hit back hard enough to remove the enemies that went into my fortifications. Good job. And what do you mean with a runaway tactic? So yeah, the question right now is, can my drakes make it in time to save the dwarves, and do my elves survive to, well, back me up, I guess? I think the elves might make it. Still dicey though. No, that's not what I want. I want this. Can he still recruit? No, he can't. So you better. That sounds nice at all, but right now he is at full health. That means he won't run away. Instead, he will attack units, and is very likely to move himself in an unfavorable situation, which gets him killed. So there's that. And I really hope that he doesn't take it to keep now, so my elves can recruit something. That would be quite nice. And this time I'm not forgetting my drakes. Not this time. Nope. Not this. Then be gone. And please be gone as well. Damn it. Like, maybe I'm gonna make it, but it doesn't look likely. Not if he stands on the keep right now, so I can't recruit back up. Damn it. Damn it, damn it, damn it. Like, now they're obviously gonna break through this. I can't really say line of units, because that's not a line, that's paper. So next time I will have to find a way to distract the enemies more, so, well, this doesn't happen. And with this I mean my units arriving too late to help. Like, for example, if I just had a couple of escorts with the Elvish Sylph, she would have an easier time arriving there, so that would be one thing I can change. Same thing for him. If I had recalled a couple more units, and instead of leaving him there, they would have come with him, he would also have had an easier time reaching there. So it's not quite as hopeless. It's still awkward. Still something where I think I could have done better. So be gone. Here. Be gone. Yeah, poisonous of course first, because well, they do negate my healers, and my healers are sort of my greatest strength in the whole thing, so that's not good. Someone has to tank there. I guess not this one. Like this. Well, to be precise, it's of course the undead units are in those places the best, but chaotic units are quite good as well because most of my healers are illuminate, so that it would be something bad from my fugitives and other units. Let's see. First of all, let's check how many units are on the map. Like 50 units each, pretty much. I'm not counting all the bodyguards, so it's not exact. It's actually 100 of units for blue. And let's see. So either I made a mistake and I'm too late to save the dwarves, or I barely made it in time despite making mistakes. Either way, I already know how I could improve on that part at least. Okay, I'm gonna speed this up a bit more. Like, the small fights themselves don't have much meaning anymore. And watching the same fight animation 30 times more or more isn't that interesting either. For this, I really just want to get through it at some point. Infinite amount of time. So either Hammer moves from the keep, or I'm done for. That's pretty much all the options I have, I think. But yeah, you can see the dwarves cleared out like 10 level 3 units they really didn't have to fight. So it is kinda understandable that they lose the fight. So obviously you can't get there, and those two are just stopgaps. Boom. So that's pretty much safe. I can reach there, and I want this one to get a healer, and I want it now. But at the same time, the other one might be able to attack. Those two just stay away and hopefully survive. Let's see, what is Hammer gonna do? Please leave the keep. For example, next time I can also send a rider ahead, so to occupy the keep while Hammer is elsewhere, for whatever. Yeah, just like I am curious if I might somehow make it, but I have a lot of doubts. Like, a lot of doubts. Yeah, that one is done for. Too bad. It's just a level 1 unit, so it's acceptable. So I want this one gone. Good job. Nope. Yeah. Whoops. Misclick, but still worked out. Tried. Boom. Not boom. Again, the rest is pretty much fine as it is. Oh. And it's just a movement of blue. Now green. Right now, team might actually survive, but if he never leaves the keep, yeah, there's no saving him. And I'm afraid that he won't leave his keep because there are enough targets for him to target well elsewhere. No, enough targets that are already next to him, so he doesn't have to leave his keep at this point. Problematic. So. Nope. At least the drakes are still going strong. Boom. And tried. He can't kill him, so I can just move over there and be safe. But yeah, I was probably too conservative with my approach. And really, if he doesn't move this turn, I'm gonna give up on this run, take a break, and then try again. Finally, that's no, it's just a question if my average leader is gonna survive moving there, because yeah, it's plenty dangerous. Like 3 units that can attack her. Oh, let's go with considering the units that can attack me. Yep. Another problem is I can't really leave that keep. For one, I don't have any heal left. For two, if I leave the keep, he's just gonna move in again. No, actually no. Yeah, enemies are the problem, not the dwarf. At least right now. Way too many enemies. Ouch. So this one might be done for. And it's kind of my fault because I did retreat them. Well, not only kinda, but also actually. Mm-hmm. Problem with this kind of fortification where I don't try to push back, partially because I don't have the force to even try, is that I can use my cool elvish immortal, mages of light that revive every time they die, because once they die, they leave a hole in my defense, no question. And their healing ability is far more valuable than anything else they have to offer. At least in this kind of defensive thing. Okay, so she doesn't get killed. And the question is, can I push them back so she's safe the next turn? Because if I don't, I will still have to face the same problem of her being endangered while standing there. There. The drakes are kinda being useless right now because of the situation. It's of course not good. And this one is still being stubborn and not getting killed. Damn it. So yeah, and this huge amount of enemy leads to even Wesnoth being a bit laggy. Kinda crazy, but still, it happened. Be gone. Get slowed. Yeah, at least I sort of have the chance right now. in survival, that is. Dwarvish hero, elvish hero, not dwarvish hero. Then more healers. Because yeah, that's why I got him in the first place. And then Hamel is too close and he might recruit. Let's do it like this. He moves there, attacks them. Actually, can he recruit anything? Nah, I'm not gonna risk this. Honestly, I kind of feel like I should just end this attempt and try again with, well, a bit more planning. Because as it is, this is not good. This is not good enough. Like, sure, Talon is doing sort of fine. Almost being overrun. Pretty fine actually, because the other option is being fully overrun. Still. To be fair, there's also to consider that just the scenario in itself feels like you don't have a chance at all because of the huge enemy numbers. More poisonous down. He just wants to level up, and this one still has to go. And I'm kinda running out of villages to heal. Yeah, last turn, and if I don't feel better about this attempt, next turn I just take my break, eat something, start anew, and go full in from the first moment, instead of being like, I'll leave some troops behind to defend. No, I'm gonna recruit and recall all the units I have, or at least a full keep of them, and move them with my leaders to Hamel to save them. So even if I can't use his keep for a while, I will have a couple of units to back him up. Oh, Crash is almost dead. But yeah, he's been almost dead for a while now. Still not good. So I do think that I can technically push them back, but at this point I'm not sure if it's worth the effort. Let's see what Hamel does. It is. And hi, new person. For the record, I decided a couple of minutes ago that I won't go through with this attempt, but restart in a moment. Because really, while it seems that I can recover from the mistakes I made, I just don't think it's worth the effort, and especially with the whole thing being right now, maybe I won't die, maybe I will die, and it's just exhausting. I would rather do a fresh start and be certain, yeah, this works, instead of having to recover from the brink of defeat just in the first 20 turns. It's annoying. So yeah, I'll just set the replay right now. I'll take a break of maybe 60 minutes, maybe 30, and then try again. Yeah. See you then, and I will play on max speed from the beginning instead of, well, deciding in between it and maybe should accelerate the whole thing. 250 units is just a lot. See you then.